Taj Mahal, Mumbai, has been very closely associated with the freedom movement and the history of India. We did a lot of special things, I'm sure, during 1947, but one of them, which one of our associates managed to cull out from the archives, was a special menu which was created, which was served on the eve of the independence, that is on the 14th of August 1947. Then we decided that let's create that menu, kind of recreate that menu. So that came up as a challenge to create something which was done 70 years ago. If you see the menu card right now, the lady who's made in the front, that image, that exact image was there in that particular menu. And then there was dishes listed out in a very different manner, which you won't think of having a menu like that now. More so why? Because that time there were a lot of restrictions. There was rationing by the government. Yes, it was a bleak period as well as a joyous period for India. So because of the bleakness of that era, so there are certain parts of the menu only which a guest can have. He cannot have the entire menu. Consomme a la Indian. That consomme is a clear soup. Classically, it's a beef clear soup. We don't use beef now. So it was we created a consomme out of a tomato soup. Then there was a veloute ad zaman, that is a classical almond veloute. So we had these two particular soups. Then there was a delice sala Hindustan. We went back to history and we realized that in 1947 we did not have any tandoors in Mumbai. So we created a kind of a kebab assortment, which was basically pan-seared or slightly deep fried. So there was souffle of chicken, which we interpreted to be like a chicken breast, which would have been stuffed inside with the mousse of the chicken itself. So the vacherin, basically this entire dish is a built-up dish of a meringue. We used not a classical meringue, more like a dakwa on the base. Then there is a mascarpone cream, there is stewed peaches and the peach compote on the side, and then we added a little touch of raspberry sorbet on the top. The plating is a little modern, but the components are what would have been used for a vacherin de pêche in 1947. What I can imagine what would have happened in 1947 was this event had happened at the ballroom. I've heard that the people on the streets were also all cheering because this was the cusp of our independence. It was the night before the independence, and the food just added on to the entire ambience of the place. There was dancing, there was music. It must have been a very good time.